What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 realistic AI only world battle. Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Finally got the name. We need to come up with like a way to name AI only battles much easier because they are way too long. I have to fit the map in there, what the change has been. It's too difficult. But here we are. Episode, I don't know what number. I don't even think we're at 20 yet. Maybe this is episode 20. I don't know. It's not been that. It feels like it's been ages, but it has not actually been that long. It's just I've been doing longer episodes and less of them, so it does feel like it has been a very long time. I think, let me just check the episode number. It is episode 19, so not really that many episodes to be honest, but obviously when they're half an hour each, next episode will take it to like 10 hours of video, so that's not that long, 10 hours, that's not even a day. When you really put it all together, that isn't that long, but oh well. You guys watch more than 10 hours of videos on my channel every day, so that's pretty amazing. That's a cool little fact right there. Mongolia just lost this city again. It keeps switching hands. Persia is putting everything into this. I don't think they'll fall before the end of the game now. Pretty confident in them, actually. I imagine they might get all of their, well, not that little one they lost, but I think they might grab all of this back. Okay, maybe not this island, which kind of sucks because it's going to give 4 faith to Mongolia. Not sure that's the end of the world, but you never know. Could have an impact. But yeah, 39 turns to go. So this episode hopefully gets us to 370. The next one to 380. One after that to 390. So that's 3. The next one to 400. Then there'll be results. So that's 5 episodes. And then there'll be a turn 500, assuming it doesn't break, where I just show you what's happened 100 turns later. That's kind of the plan, so it's probably about 5 episodes including this one, or maybe 6 if I miscounted that, to go. And with the new schedule won't actually change anything. I mean, it will speed up a little bit, because obviously we've had 3 series going. I probably started the Hoi 4 Italy a bit too early, but yeah. It's all good, it's fine. It might speed up a little bit. I'm going to try and do double daily uploads. That might fall apart very quickly, and if it does, we'll go back to this. But I will give it a go. It might go back. It'll probably be back to 22.5 minutes twice a day. It won't be a full half hour, which actually probably messes up that plan. Maybe I'll keep this at half an hour just because we want to get it done. Or maybe you don't want to get it done. I don't know. But at the moment, who knows? There's 39 turns left. The winner's probably wrapped up. Second place might kind of be wrapped up too. I'm not really sure. I haven't delved into it too much. I'm trying to avoid the info addicts, obviously. So close to the end, even though it feels like it's a few hours away if you were to binge watch it, so I guess think about it that way. Right, so also sadly there will not be a Civ 5 air only, not again, nothing like that, don't worry, it's not that serious. No, there won't be one immediately replacing this, I don't think. I think it's going to go to a Let's Play. I've got a list. What's the next Civ 5 series I've got planned? Let's have a look. There is an EU4 one coming out, so there will be AI only of sorts, just in a different game. I haven't really done EU4 AI only for a long time. Civ 5, there will be a game. I think I can announce this now. I don't know. There's a list of what's to come next. I assume I'm not going to change it. The next Civ 5 series to come out will be a TSL Brazil series. The EU4 AI only that's starting this weekend, I know that already, is going to be a Thanos mod AI only, so half the countries will disappear at the start basically, and it's just the remnants of that. There will be a Civ 6 TSL England game that will also be starting this weekend. That's a lot of pressure, got to make that now. Great, didn't think of that. And then there's also Hearts of Iron 4 as Iran. I think that's like the question mark one, because the Italy series is still fairly fresh. That one might not be so guaranteed, but yeah, that's kind of what's planned. So EU4 has finished. I won't spoil anything if you are watching it, but it has finished. So there'll be a new series of that starting at the weekend, and there'll be 2 new other series being thrown in to take us up to 4. So no, wait, sorry, 2 new ones, including that new EU4, and there'll be an England one. And something just fell. I don't know where it was. It was a Roman. No, it wasn't Roman. What the heck? What was it? This again? I thought it was that, but it might not have been. I'm very confused. Great. Now I've got to look around the whole map and check. No. Oh no. Where the heck? I feel like it wasn't that. I might be wrong. I mean, I don't see anywhere else that's like obviously just changed hands. I don't know if you guys spotted anything. Sorry about the map, by the way. It's just at that point now it is going to, sadly, like before I could, if I loaded up the whole map, it would sort of remember some of it, store it in RAM. I don't know, something like that. That's how computers work, I think. But yeah, now at this point, it's just, no, it's not going to happen. There's too many units and stuff. It's so much processing going on. Yeah, it can't load it all at once. It looks kind of gross. Even if I move really slowly, I mean, that worked. If I go back to South Africa, okay, it's looking okay. See, it works sometimes, and then, boom, yeah. You just get hit with a nope. We did not remember this part. See, I don't really know where that city fell. I'm just going to assume it was the Mongolian one. Someone did ask, I think I highlighted this a little while ago. Yes, there is a Persian base in Antarctica. Don't know why. There's actually some tiles here. Oh, you can't get to them. Never mind. Antarctica's actually really big on this map. I mean, obviously it's only ice, so there's not actually that many tiles. Ooh. No, that's not new. That was there before. This how it look kind of cool. Look at all these planes. Finally, South America getting planes. Took them a while. They're getting there. I mean, I think Europe's probably got the least planes of anyone. 2 atomic bombs now. That's a new city as well. We'll see. I'm kind of just hoping some wars break out. For a minute, I thought we had 3 Panama Canals. I just got really confused. No, this isn't one. We have 2. What more could you ask for, though? 2 Panama Canals. If only we had the Florida Canal. Yeah, I think it was just that city. It's gone back to Persia now, so never mind. Probably didn't miss anything too important. It's all good. It's all good. Russia is still kind of toying with the idea of attacking Paris. They do have a plane. A couple of planes. They only just got those. Yeah, like I said, Europe is probably the last continent to really embrace the planes, surprisingly, because obviously Songhai have had them for ages. Persia and Mongolia, I think, yeah, have had them for a while. Mongolia took a while to build them, but they could have. They just opted not to. The Huns have had them for quite a while, but I don't even have to count them at Europe. I know they have parts of Europe, but it's very, very scattered. Even they could be considered like an Asian civ, if you really wanted to, considering the boundary is what? Caspian Sea. Their capital is on it. I mean, is more in the east, more in the west. Difficult decision. Same goes for Russia, to be honest. These cities are getting pretty big. That must be useful for them. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, Attila completes the Manhattan Project. I think he is number 4. Songhai, Korea, and Mongolia have it. Don't think Russia or Persia has it yet. Maybe Persia did and I missed it, but there we go. Attila now has that. Another little thing. That's obviously the thing you have to build, not the technology. They're a little different. Just a little. But they're both done. Both completed. Khan Gandhi, you got this. If he gets to nukes by turn 500, which is very unlikely, I'd love to see him just nuke Mongolia. Just like one into Karakorum. He actually probably could do it with a missile. Atomic bomb might be a bit harder. You need to backstab him with open borders. Not that Gandhi would be against doing that. I know what he's like. He'd definitely fancy that one. They have so many units just protected. Look at this city. It is surrounded by 4 mountains and another city. And they're like, and it's deep it's like pretty deep in their empire. And they're like, nope, we need to surround this with more units. Mongolia could be running away with this. To be fair, they've done me a big favour. They've been pretty chill. Pretty chill. I mean, the settling was very aggressive, but, you know, if you actually count how many cities they've settled compared to how many they've taken away, they've actually settled a lot more. So, credit to them. The Cree versus the Corral. I do not know how, you know, this is something that could be doable in theory. I don't really know how strong the Cree are in the Pacific. They have 4 bombers here. Not that far off the coast. This could be interesting. I don't know if the crew will commit to it enough, but they don't even have they don't have any, unless they might have open borders with Mongolia, to be honest. Well, they do. So I guess they can maybe come through. I never really understand how it works. Sometimes they seem to be able to, and then sometimes they don't, so I don't know. Maybe there's a chance with the Cree. I don't think it's going to happen really soon, though, so don't worry. They actually have a fair few units to defend themselves, even if they're not the best units. The Iroquois have joined that. Again, yeah, they're not going to come over that way. That's miles away. But they are... Oh, they've got some planes now. Do the UK have planes? No. Oh, Paris is now under siege. Very likely. But it's a start. If Russia takes this, that would be quite impressive. that they've managed. You know, they're not having like a great game by any standards. I mean, I said they're in 6th, but like they've just been so boring. No offense, Russia. It took you like 100 turns to take Vienna. I don't really know what to say. Taking out Poland was pretty cool. But yeah, apart from that, you've not done that much. It's hard to. I can't even remember Poland being here. Like, that's pretty scary. And Sweden, like, what? When was Sweden? That's so bad, but I just can't remember them being in this game. Like, France and Spain, I can sort of vaguely remember. Carthage was pretty recent. Who else has just disappeared and I've just sort of ignored? Morocco, gone, banished, forgot about them. Congo was here at one point. Oh, the Inca. That might be... there's a mountain in the way. But, I mean, the artillery... Can it shoot over a mountain? I don't know. Probably. That might make things interesting. I think the mountains will still be too difficult. But yeah, this is getting a little bit scary for the corral. I mean, if Mongolia joins, that'd be the icing on the cake, wouldn't it? I guess Brazil could probably help. Actually, the Inca do have planes down here, so that's going to hurt. As it would if the Cree planes can reach. I don't know if they can see. I've just forgotten all the mechanics. When I'm playing, it's obvious, but when I'm not, it's not as obvious because I can't see how far to go. Who else has just disappeared? There was no one else down here, to be fair, so I sort of set myself up for a Zulu win. Ethiopia obviously collapsed fairly recently. There was no... The Ottomans are still around, so they're not in that category. Poland and Russia were the only civs out that way. The Huns. India's obviously survived somehow. Siam died pretty brutally. Oh, the Inca pieced out with the Cree. No cities changed hands, thank goodness. Wouldn't have surprised me. Not at all. Wouldn't have surprised me. Obviously, China was here at one point, and Korea. That didn't go too well. Korea went so quickly as well. Like, China put up a good fight. I mean, they should have put up a much bigger fight now, looking at it. It would have been helpful for me. Having a more interesting game for the winner. But, you know. Oh, well. Whoa. Where the heck did that come from? Japan versus Egypt. Okay. Don't really know what that's all about. I'm sure someone else will be joining pretty soon. World religion, Islam. That might pass. I mean, it's pretty... A lot of the civs could benefit from that. It's the biggest religion, so wouldn't really surprise me. Even like Mongolia has it in some of their cities, even though most of their cities have converted to Shinto. This region of the Pacific, that would be crazy if these two ever went to war. There was just Korea and Mongolia splattered all over the map out this way. It would be a mess, that's for sure. I'm sure Mongolia has the edge by quite some way. And the Cree don't really have any units out here, but it would be pretty fun to watch. Persia's just clinging on. They actually have Marines now, which is pretty cool. I like how you've got paratroopers up against Marines. It's just like a complete opposite way of doing things. Both of them going for different units. Oh, man. Well, that sucks for Egypt, but at the same time, we wanted to see something like this. They have been a sleeping giant for quite some time now. And let's see how good work they can do here. This is going to be... I want to just see what the difference is in military, because I think Egypt's much stronger than I'm giving them credit for, but... Songhai, 4th, 577,000. Dang, Mongolia, 1 million. Egypt, 270,000. So, okay, so Songhai, 2 units, pretty much to every one Egyptian unit. Better technology. They have planes. They have rocket artillery. A lot of Egypt stuff is in boats in the Mediterranean, which will not help defend them. The Songhai have some boats, so I guess that's unfair. But, yeah, they haven't got open borders with the Shaka yet. Egypt might get to survive in like Rome and the Balkans and basically form. I love how in the Civ game having just if he had just had Rome and Graz, that would be terrible. Yet, spoiler for Hearts of Iron, so you may want to leave. This is all I have with Italy, and I am very proud of that. Like, that is like the best achievement ever. So there you go. That shows you the difference in my expectations in Civ to like Paradox games. Byzantium have joined in. They want their land back. Ugh, that was gross. No, I've got to do it again because I only like half cleared it as well. There we go. Back to normal. Byzantium should... Oh my goodness, my voice. I don't think being a YouTuber, making YouTube videos, should say, not being a YouTuber, is cut out for me. It's just... My voice just dies every episode. Maybe talking for half an hour. Maybe that's too much talking for me to do in one day. Maybe we should just go Go back down to like not talking ever. But Byzantium, they'll throw in some support. They'll distract Egypt. They'll throw some boats out. This will be interesting. I hope this like sparks a chain. Like Attila invades Byzantium. Russia probably won't invade Attila, but that would be cool. Then Mongolia invades Russia. And then the Kree launches a secret invasion of Mongolia. Like, that would be just like send all their boats across and just drive in. One like final blow. They take Taiwan. Not this again. They grab this coastal city. They swoop into Beijing. Push up into Beshbalik. However you say that. And then just swoop into Karakorum. Like, just brutal blitzkrieg. And then peace out for all the cities around that little notch they've just grabbed. That would be pretty crazy. That would be cool. But and then India just comes and finishes off the Kree. And then once India's taken over the whole world, the Corral just show up and destroy everyone. And then once the Corral have also taken over the whole world, in steps Papa Solomon. From nowhere. You couldn't write this stuff. This is why this is the best strategy channel on the planet. On the planet. That planet not being Earth, it's Mars, don't worry. Best strategy channel on Mars, you know, I'll go with that. I might just quote that, like a fake quote, like, you know, in movies. Obviously the quotes for the movies aren't fake, but you know what I mean. Put that in like my channel banner. I think that would be great. Best channel on Mars. Funniest commentator in the galaxy. Obviously being is it the Andromeda galaxy? Just not the one we're in. Not the Milky Way. Maybe the Mars bar galaxy. Although that would be using Mars twice, and that would kill the humour a little. Oh well, no one's stealing technology from Mongolia anymore. Isn't that is Mongolia building a great firewall? There's a bit of irony in there somewhere. You know, that great wall that didn't keep the Mongols out of China in this world has now been built for their technology. I like what you've done, Mongolia. I like what you've done with the place. Where on earth is... I was looking for something and I got completely distracted. One of these cities fell again. At this point, I'm waiting for them to peace out. I'm just kind of focused on this Egypt war. I was trying to see if Russia were getting any closer. No. No is the answer. They're just doing their thing, being useless. Sorry, Russians. Cut down the vodka. Maybe you could pull off this invasion. Or maybe just wait till winter. I don't know. Whatever suits you. Oh my, that's probably why. Didn't see that one. Oh my goodness. What is that from Attila? How the heck did he even get a great general in there? That must have been a Russian tile. They don't have open borders with each other. That is, so maybe Attila had this, he must have had that tile. No, surely, I don't know. Maybe the open borders got cancelled after that. I mean, that is pretty savage. Oh no. What happened? I don't know. No words. The Iroquois are trying. Not really going their way. The Corral holding on. I don't know. Oh no. Okay, well, the Kree is their turn now. I think they've been... Oh, no. Spoke too soon. Sorry, Corral. There we go. Look at that. That was perfect timing, though. We caught it. This city that is kind of in Peru, but not really, because I actually think Peru is kind of huge. Like this sort of big, but never mind. Oh, the Shoshone, picking the worst time possible to peace out with the Corral, right when they're about to die. But there we go. The Kree begins this invasion with relatively small amounts of stuff. This is going to be a bit harder, but now they can put planes here. Yeah, this could go badly. Although, saying that, the Inca's planes are literally one tile away. And they're not doing anything, so... won't hold my hopes up. Got high hopes for Papa Solomon now. That's such a great name. He better win this game. I mean, Persia's given him open borders. That's so nice since they stole all of his land with these great wall of citadels. That is scary. That is, you know, Donald Trump, if you played Civ, this is what you should go for. You don't even need to build walls. Citadels. That make Mexico pay for them. You know what to do. So far, not much progress. I say that, there seems to be a lot of death happening in this city, but Egypt has put enough units around it to defend it for now. I think they'd I think they'd already pieced out on their offensive into... They're actually trying to invade Byzantium. That is very brave. I guess, you know, if you're going to get kicked out of Africa, take more of Europe. That was Shaka's approach. It worked pretty well for him. So I don't see why you wouldn't give that a go. How the heck is this war still... Oh my goodness, come on. Look at this, Mongolia's just like, you know what, screw this. Let's just go over here, start killing those boats. We've got this. But yeah, Persia's just building more planes, keeping them really far back. I've noticed that, and it's very smart. Just buying time to buy more planes. Even this city nearly felt, okay, that's not so good. That's only 6 fighters. There's no bombers. Mongolia, are you sure you've played this game before? Wait, what the heck was that? Oh. What? Why are you not using those? Oh my goodness, why is there so many bombers up here? Attila has got some fighters here. Like, he does not have nukes here. I do not understand this. Mongolia, and it's not like Persia aren't a big threat. They are probably the biggest threat to Mongolia of anyone. I mean, obviously no one's a threat to Mongolia. They're massive, but, you know, the Kree is not going to attack you across the Pacific. Their entire military, or like 80% of it, consists of land forces. Like, the Navy's not that... It's big compared to everyone else's, but it's not big compared to yours. You have a whole fleet here making sure the Shoshone don't settle on the tundra. What is going on? Oh, Mongolia. We have to love it. Like, they could have easily won a domination victory, and they just chose, you know what? They were just like, nah, that's not us. We like a bit of autocracy in the world. The freedom is still there. Not sure how long Gandhi will be keeping it around for. I mean, obviously Mongolia's his nukes are just ready for the mutually assured destruction with Gandhi when he produces his own nukes. So I guess that does make sense, his strategy. Why are land ships so big? This is just my thoughts are straying. Like, this is good. This is creative. Yeah, I don't know why they're so big. I mean, these horses are massive, so I'm not even gonna start on them. And I mean, these people are pretty big too, but that's ridiculous. Maybe we should go back to the red mod pack. The good old days. The problem is it doesn't work with some units, and that makes it even worse. Because like, some stuff, I think the land ships are fine, but sometimes like, you might, I don't know, let's say the land ships don't work, then they look really big and the units look even smaller and it's an even bigger mess. So yeah, I'm not in a rush to bring the red mod pack back. As cool as it looks, it also doesn't work with some mods, which sometimes just looks weird. When you've got a giant warrior fighting a little warrior. Even though I now always exclusively play on quick combat, so it doesn't matter. Some things are a blessing in life, you know, everyone should play on quick combat, quick movement. It's great. Obviously I do it here to speed things up. I cannot imagine. That could be an AI only in itself, just full movement, full combat AI only. That'd be ridiculous. But I do have Civ 5 AI onlys planned. I think I went over them last time. So I know I said earlier there's not one coming out immediately, but there is one planned. Mainly because, you know, I'll cry when my views drop too low, if not, because these do really pack a punch. Although, to be fair, so do Civ 5 and Civ 6 TSL games, so 2 of those coming up, that's got to help, right? And then I just need to... I'm tempted to just do AI on these, where I just do one episode. Just episode 1. They always do really good. They really capture everyone's attention. Who needs episode 2? Maybe we could just do the first 50 turns and let's have a winner, because, you know, what really goes on after 50 turns in Civ? Nothing. Also, is this game on quick? No. What game was on quick? Oh, it might have been one of my Civ 6 India game. Okay, I knew I did a game on quick speed. This was not it. I might do it in future so that we can wrap them up at turn 300 if there's like serious performance issues, because I'm just a bit nervous about my PC at this point, but I think I've figured out the issue. It's just some random program thing that keeps running in the background occasionally while I'm recording. I don't know what it is. I just go delete it. Nothing bad has happened when I've gone and closed it, so that's always good. That was when it was like fully laggy, stuttering. It's not doing that right now. It's fine. Obviously it's slow. But, you know, we'll take some of it. We've got to take... What do you expect? This is good quality content. Genghis Khan has entered the information era. Pretty scary. I assume he can build nuclear missiles as well as atomic bombs. He just doesn't fancy it. Why wouldn't you? More fun, right? To use the mini ones first, and then by the time they've recovered, you just build the big ones and hit them again. Seems like a good plan. How is this not working? It does look like he's gearing up to attack somebody else though, so that might make it a bit interesting. Fighting the Huns and Persia on the same front. Although the Huns will be on 2 fronts, although the southern one's not as strong. Egypt are clinging on, although that said, they're going to lose their North African city they stole off Byzantium. Yep, stole. It was always Byzantium's. And they ruined the game and broke my heart when they took that city. Also, Arabia, you're doing really good, and if you were going to attack Egypt, I know your troops are randomly still trying to attack Byzantium, but now would be a time to overcome those wounds and just get ready, because when Thebes gets low, you just need to be a couple of tiles away, and it can all go so well. You know? But I don't have great faith in Arabia. They've never done anything in a Naomi before, and the fact that they're still around at this point and looking like this, it's kind of a miracle. I mean, if only they'd have held on to Baghdad. It's now 15. That would have been a nice little game. Obviously, that would have made it easier to invade Egypt. I won't forget that. But, or even, probably still don't go after Persia. You have an advantage over here, but you know the second you do, Mongolia will peace out and you'll get wiped off the map. So, you know, probably play it safe on that front. Good move. Okay, we've got 4 minutes. Are we slowing down? Are we not going to make it to turn 370? We did start on 359. Or maybe, no, we started on 361. Oh no. Oh, the perfect episode planning. It's all gone wrong. World Congress becomes United Nations, and the Corral, in their time of need, have opted for freedom. Persia. Sadly, they won't be free for much longer, because it looks like they're going to die. Actually, they're doing okay at the moment. I thought the Incas' planes died. No, they just moved them. They're holding on, but the Cree submarines, which obviously can't be attacked by privateers, have... Well, that destroyer is pretty low. But the problem is the Corral go last, so they are going to all be dead, I assume, by this time next turn. The submarines will be finding some easy kills, sinking what remains of those boats, and that clears the way. And yeah, they must have the Panama Canal access. I mean, I assume they could come through. We know they have open borders, but sometimes they can't get through. It can be confusing, or they just opt not to for whatever reason. Doesn't look like that's the case. Looks like the Cree can come through, which is pretty cool. It's a shame they're not even going to unite North America. At least, you know, Mongolia get the pass for not uniting Asia. I mean, one, they united Australasia, or Oceania, or Oceania, whatever you want to call it at this point. I was joking with that last one. I think that was terrible. But yeah, they don't have to be... They get let off. Asia's huge, but like North America is probably one of the easier continents to unite on this game. I say that, it's probably not, but it happens most games, so normally it is. Europe's probably pretty easy, but that said, it's clearly been the hardest. Africa, I think the Songhai have just opted not to. Like, they definitely could do it. They probably will do by turn 500. They go after the Zulu. Maybe they'll go after Arabia. There we go. They've already cut off Egypt's coastal city, and that's got to be a bit of fear for all the Mediterranean civs. I don't want to call them like Southern European, because 2 of them are African at this point. Doesn't make sense. But yeah, the Songhai will obviously now gain some access to the Mediterranean. That's pretty scary for the rest of Europe. All the powers will soon border each other in some way, because you'll have the Cree across the Atlantic to the Songhai through some islands, who will then wrap around. Okay, they're still a bit further off, but they'll probably get to Persia. Assuming they take everything, they might, but I don't see why they wouldn't. Who then border the Huns, who border Russia, who border Mongolia, who then once again border the Cree in the Pacific. So that would be kind of cool. Like a little loop of the great powers. And obviously they meet in other places as well. That was just like a basic example. Don't know how important it was to squeeze Russia in there. I mean, the Huns and Persia also border Mongolia, so... And the Songhai may meet Russia first, you never know. Sorry, good old sneeze. This is good content, you know. No cuts, no ifs, no buts. I don't know what that means. That made no sense. But good sneezes, good quality sneezes, all fresh. No, not getting cut out of this episode. We're gonna make turn 370. Living the dream. That was the goal. We've achieved it. What did it cost? Just 1 sneeze. Like if I'd have ended an turn earlier, we wouldn't have had the sneeze. Maybe that's what it cost. Cost everything. Oh, What the heck? Oh, the Songhai, I think, just settled the Falkland Islands. Yes, they did. And because of that, it's not growing really quickly. It's because one of the policies for, I assume, autocracy, because most of the civs are following autocracy, allows your new cities to start full population. So it's not growing like really, really quickly. Don't worry. The Kree apparently chose not to kill those boats. Oh, they killed the boats. No. Next episode, leave you on a cliffhanger. Next episode, we'll find out if the Corral survived. This is their capital, even though it's actually a lot smaller than that city to the south. Britain pieced out with Brazil. Thank goodness. Nothing changed hands. I feared for the worst there. 30 turns to go. But that is going to be it for this episode. As always, if you have enjoyed, please do be sure to press that like button. Be sure to leave a comment down below as well. Be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. And be sure to share it with anyone who you think might enjoy Civ 5 air onlys. I never, I don't know how many people you know that enjoy them as well. Maybe you got some friends. That'd be a good start. Where have I gone with this? Just share it. That would be cool. Maybe. I don't know. If you fancy it, why not? What a great ending. What a weird episode this has been. I'll see you in the next one.